Fajr breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening, Kamal and about Allah. It's the Fajr breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening, Kamal and about Allah.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I welcome you to the very first episode of Fajr Breeze, and it's the theme, Lessons from Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, the last one Allah has spared our lives, you and I, to witness this moment. And I am particularly excited about this topic for today, and that is gratitude in Ramadan, appreciating blessings. May you and I begin by asking ourselves why you have this opportunity, this privilege. Allah has spared your eyes, He has spared your ears. I mean, the gratitude in the fact that Allah has granted us senses that are functional. Quite a number of people are with eyes, but they cannot see. Some people have ears, but they cannot hear. I mean, there are people with limbs, but they cannot use them. So why don't you take this moment to say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. May I also remind you about the gratitude of being a Muslim. This is not something that you have a right to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted us the favor of being Muslims, and that is one you and I should not toy with. The beauty of Islam is in such a way that you do not have to only show gratitude to the person who has gifted you things. You can be grateful to the Creator and creatures as well. When you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you know that you also owe it to those who have granted you favors directly? Your parents for bringing you to life and nurturing you up till this moment. The friends who've had your back through thick and thins. Your colleagues, your neighbors who's been there for you. As a matter of fact, you owe it to yourself to be grateful to yourself when you do things that you are actually happy about, or when you're able to achieve your set out goals. And let me remind you again, one of the beauty of the gratitude in Ramadan is that the peculiarity of this month ensures that you are not only receiving the reward for what you are doing. For people who also do what you are doing because they see you do it, you obviously have commission for every act of goodness that they also carry out. Remember, during the life of Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, when he had to flee, he and his members, he and his people, from the tyranny of Pharaoh, and they went to a different place entirely where they had no opportunity to good food, shelter, home for themselves and their children. Instead of Prophet Musa to actually be telling his people to be patient and to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves them, do you know what he actually told them? He told them to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if we remember in Surah to Ibrahim verse 7, and remember that your Lord promised that if you are thankful, I will give you more. And if you are thankless, my punishment is indeed severe. Look at that situation where they find themselves, and Prophet Musa still used the opportunity to remind them that gratitude is key. Because if you are seeking something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at least you should thank Him for the ones that He has done and that you never asked for. So this is a moment of reflection for you and I. So remember that even during the times of adversity, you are expected to show gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another instance I would like to recall is that as Muslims in our lives, when situations happen that we do not have control over or that we are not happy about, one of the traits of a good Muslim is that during the times of adversity, we remember to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not in our attitude as Muslims to use very hurtful words to people just because we are going through trying times. We should remember that this dua, Alhamdulillah, alladhi bi ni'mati tatimu solihat, that we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when He grants us goodness. We should not only thank Him when things are rosy. When things turn sour too, we should remember that in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's nature, He does not try us to punish us. He tries us so that we can learn from it, so that we can be steadfast throughout our period of trials. And this is a call and a shout out to everyone to remember that as we have started Ramadan on a very beautiful note, let your mouth be filled with gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Glorify Him, thank Him as you also seek His favor during this month. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would accept all our glorifications, that He will reward us as a matter of the gratitude that we have shown, and that He will make us better Muslims, one who will be qualified to enter Al-Jannah Firdaus. I'm Bushrah Olagunju-Matemilola. Join us for another interesting episode tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Fajr breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening. Come on and about Allah. Oh oh oh, it's the Fajr breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening. Come on and